Good night, everyone. This is a video in which I'm going to be speaking a little bit quietly because it's very late in the night where I live. And this is just a comparison between Krypton and Man of Steel. I just saw episode 2 of Krypton today, and it's awesome. And I just wanted to show you guys some of the similarities there in this little meme here. So on Krypton, Val-El appears to Seg while he's in the Fortress of Solitude, and he says, "Hello, Seg." And Seg goes to hug him, as you can see there, and realizes that he is not a solid real mass. And so Val goes on to say, who's Seg's grandfather, "I'm a projection, a copy of Val-El. I share his thoughts and memories, but I'm a computer program." And he goes on to explain to him that he's a guide for him, and also that he created certain inventions. He was able to create technology that would enable him to enter the interdimensional realm between space and time called the Phantom Zone. And so that took him to many different worlds, and he saw many different things. And he was able to come out the Phantom Zone. He found out about Brainiac, and he talked about how he was exiled from the council. He was not allowed to do that research anymore, and so he had to do it in the fortress where they were. And that over Seg-El's head was the Phantom Zone that he was looking at, and different galaxies and so on. So what was so nice about Krypton? Krypton is giving us all of the origins of things. We're learning about the origins of the Phantom Zone. We're learning about the origins of the Fortress of Solitude. We're learning about the origins that many of the House of El were scientists, and they did a lot of different achievements for many different things. We even see that the computer-generated image, what we call the consciousness of the ancestor of whoever is talking to whoever, we see where that comes from. Even when we look at Superman 1978, where Jor-El's kind of this image, this virtual image speaking to Kal-El. Even there now we have the origins for that from this movie Krypton. So Krypton's going to tell us a lot of background on Superman, which I think is really cool. And in the end, Val-El is talking about how the council was able to stop him, but he knows that Brainiac's coming, and this devourer of worlds, and this important research that he had to do. Well, you know, he's dead now. So that's when Seg says, "It's not over yet, Grandpa. We're going to finish what you started." And that's very interesting, that quotation, because we actually see that also in Man of Steel. But first, you know, when we were looking at the introduction, where Jor-El is presented to Kal, Kal finds out about Jor-El. Jor-El introduces himself and he says, "I am your father, Kal," or at least a shell of his consciousness. Pretty much what Seg has said, just in less words. And then on Jor-El able to tell Lewis, and therefore Clark, about the Phantom Drives to return Zod's army, Zod who was invading Earth and trying to convert it to Krypton, how to return them to the Phantom Zone. Jor-El, in discussing with Zod, tried to get him not to try to terraform the world and just have it where only the Kryptonians exist and the humans are destroyed. And then in the discussion where Zod was about to terminate Jor-El, period, he was going to terminate him. And I have a typo here. I said Jor-El. I meant Jor-El, but that's okay. Jor-El answers him by saying, "My son is twice the man you were, and he will finish what we started." They're talking about the fight. I can promise you that. And it's interesting, again, the symmetry where Seg-El, he said, "It's not over yet, Grandpa. We're going to finish what you started." Because the House of El, they're very determined people. And no matter what you do, the House of El, they just continue to go on with what they're doing. You're not going to move them from the path once they make up their mind. And so it's interesting seeing that Jor's father, which was Seg-El, had this very same attitude as Jor. And you know, these are just very interesting things I find, and I just wanted to share with you guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. It's kind of late in the night, so I'm not going to talk very loud. I hope you guys can hear it. You guys have a great one.